Every morning you have two choices. Continue to sleep with your dreams or wake up and chase them.
Hello my loves and welcome back to my channel. If you're new, I'm Roxy and I'm so happy to have you here. I'm so excited also to share with you how to use a monthly planner. This type of planner is perfect if you have bought a planner in the past and you stopped using it after 2 weeks because it was just too much of a commitment. A monthly planner is the perfect low commitment planner. I am a planner obsessed person. I have done many planner videos. In fact, I did a 2026 planner guide that you can go ahead and check out where I talk about daily, weekly, and monthly planners depending on your style of planning and what you like. I actually did a video on how to use a weekly planner, so I'll have that video linked in if you want to check that out and if you feel like if you're more of a weekly planner girly. But in today's video, I'll be sharing with you, like I mentioned, how to use a monthly planner. And if you didn't know, I have my own line of planners available on Amazon. And this year I did two stunning prints. I did a coastal print, which is this beautiful blue and white print with all of these little details like a disco ball, macaroons, flowers. And then I did a matcha print, which is pink and white with all of these stunning green icons like this Kate Spade bag with the tulips, as well as a little makeup and all the girly things. My planners are super girly and this monthly planner is absolutely no exception. I feel like if a monthly planner is perfect if you're new to planning and you have no idea where to start, this is like the easiest type of planners that you can use because it's so simple. It provides a macro picture of your entire month versus your week or even your day, which is what I love. So it's just very low commitment. I would say if you are new to planning, this is perfect for you. It is this really cute size. It fits into your bag so easily. You can take it on the go. And even if you have it on your desk, it does not take up too much space, but it's absolutely not only pretty, but so functional. This planner is available on Amazon for only $7.99, by the way, and I will have it linked down below. You have to also let me know which one is your favorite, the matcha or the coastal print. I'm actually using the matcha print for my weekly planner. And I'm using this gorgeous coastal print for my monthly planner for 2026. I actually have my old monthly planner and you guys, I have used this so much. I can look back on my July 2025. I can see everything that I did, all of the classes that I went to, all of the little content that I posted. In August, I can literally see an entire monthly dashboard. I was watching Wednesday on Netflix and then my friend had her baby in August as well. On my mind was my brother going to MIT. In October, I tried Melty Beads for the first time. I made pumpkin pie. Oh my gosh, you guys, it literally is a true memory keeper, I feel like. And I absolutely cannot wait to fill in my 2026 planner and see how my year turns out. And of course, I'm looking forward to scheduling in so many hobbies and workshops, trips, events, and little personal things in my life that I can look back on for years to come. And it has easily become one of my favorite planners, especially for home. So that will be separate from my work planner, which stays at work. I love having a planner at home for my own personal things, social media, events like going out, travel, trips, projects at home, all of those fun things. So I'm going to share with you exactly how I use this planner right at home. It's something that I look at every single day because I'm just so excited and inspired for everything. So this is a glossy soft cover and it has the 12 months. So this planner starts each month with something inspirational. So for instance, January was a love letter to myself. And then for February, it is having a growth mindset. So it says, I'm still learning. So it's okay not to know everything and growth takes time. I can improve with effort. Progress comes from trying, not from being perfect. So let me just flip through and share with you one. Okay, so this one is fun. In November, there is a self-care bingo. So it gives you ideas throughout the month so that you can have little self-care moments like have a cup of tea or journal about the things that you're grateful for. Just little things like that. And I thought that was a really nice start. So every time you start a new month, there is something that you can learn from, a quote that you can keep in mind, and just some lifestyle tips. And then it starts with something so fun, and that is the monthly dashboard. So this has this month's bucket list, goals, celebrating, and on my mind. So first up is this month's bucket list. I'm actually going to be filling out February with you guys. If you didn't know, February is my birth month. I am an Aquarius. My birthday is the 2nd of the 2nd. So I'm going to be filling out this with you. So under this month's bucket list, there is love. So this can be something like go on an intentional solo date because obviously self-love. Spend quality time with someone that you care about. Practice positive self-talk every day. It can be love for yourself or for others. peers, your friends, your partner, anything like that. Next up, it's to read. So of course, this might be a book that you're reading. Maybe you want to finish a self-development book, read a nonfiction or fiction book. You can even write down the name of the book. It can be something like read 10 pages before bed or read a chapter of a book a day. Maybe it has something to do with a book club, so you are following the book club book of the month. Anything with reading can go here. Then you have create. So maybe you are starting a mini journal or a scrapbook. Maybe there's a new hobby and a project that you're working on. Then you have eat. So this can be maybe trying 3 new recipes for the month, eating more wholesome meals, eating more protein-filled meals, eating lighter meals at dinner, or maybe not eating with your phone for the month, like putting away all digital devices and just having an intentional meal. So for cleaning, you can maybe say, I'm going to clean my closet this month, or focus on different aspects of my kitchen. Maybe it is having a 10-minute tidy at night, or even deep cleaning a neglected space. Maybe it is actually creating a cleaning schedule, which is something that I'm doing, and following it throughout the week so that you are not letting things pile up and not getting overwhelmed with tons of clutter. Next up, it is to learn, whether it might be taking a little mini course online, learning a new skill or a hobby, going to a workshop, something like that, having a new productivity system, or maybe improving on one personal skill. So next up, you have watch. So this might be finishing a documentary, watching a new show or series on Netflix, or a movie that just came out. Maybe it's something on YouTube, just something that you're watching. Then you have go. So that might be going to a new country or a trip, a new bookstore, a new thrift shop, a cafe. It can also be like taking different walking paths or walking trails. Maybe it's like going on a hike or going to the beach even, exploring new places in your city, or just travel related type of things. But of course, it does not have to be like traveling out of the country. You can do so many little new things at home and trying new places at home. And then for B, like being more intentional when it comes to your life and your choices, or being more present in little moments. Maybe it is be more consistent with a habit that you're doing. Maybe it's your 10K steps that you want to keep up with every day. Maybe it is to be a better listener or to be kinder to yourself. And then you have yay, celebrating. So this can be like birthdays, anniversaries, events, parties, travel trips, just anything like that. Goals can be specific goals that you have for the month, whether it is personal, work related, school related as well. So for goals, you can do like 2 to 3 goals in this section. And then on my mind is just like a no judgment space where you can just go ahead and write whatever comes to mind. You can doodle here, stick stickers, make a little scrapbook moment right here, add some pictures. I mean, you can just do whatever, to be honest. And it's also that bullet grid system, so it makes it easy if you are drawing or anything like that. And then on the next page, you have the actual monthly layout, the monthly overview, the macro view, the bigger picture, whatever you want to call it. You have a notes column on the side, so you can just put in little things that come to mind. Maybe it is little notes to pick up ingredients for a recipe that you're trying. Maybe you have to get some things for a trip that you need to pack. And then, of course, you have the entire month. Each month is lined, which makes it so easy to write on. Of course, it repeats, so you have the inspirational page. So for March, it's 20 hobbies to try, and then it goes on with the monthly overview and then the date. Okay, so I filled out my February monthly dashboard like you saw. So for love, I have travel and adventure. Read What If I Never Get Over You. I think it's a romance novel. Create, finish my embroidery project. I'm doing this cute little cat embroidery project. Eat at the Little Hen. I've always wanted to visit there. It's on my bucket list. Cook more udon broth soups. I'm really into Japanese food right now. Learn. So this is a kimbap workshop, which is how to make like kimbap, which is Korea's version of sushi. I'm also doing a cookie decorating workshop. Watch Bridgerton, go on my birthday trip, and then be more consistent in just my life in general. For celebrating, I have my birthday, Rachel's anniversary. She's one of my best friends. Valentine's Day, as well as my brother's birthday. Some of my goals are to meal prep after every grocery trip, so I would not be wasting food and I would be more intentional about what I'm eating for dinner, especially when I tend to just eat random things if I don't prep and I'm not intentional. I also want to get back into my 10K steps daily routine, because honestly, January, you guys, I have not been doing anything. Like my new year actually starts in February, to be honest. So I want to get back into my daily routine of my 10K steps. And then I want to pack for my trip at least 1 week in advance, because I had like this really awful experience last minute packing where everything went wrong the day of my flight. And that was the day I scheduled to pack. And I told myself I'm never going through that again. So once the monthly dashboard was filled out, I went ahead and filled out my February, and also how cute does all of these stickers look? Like, I'm just so in love. So I schedule in my kimbap Korean workshop, my cookie decorating workshop, my birthday, my brother's birthday, 2 parties that I am going to. I still have to fill in the dates of my little trip. I'm not going to post the dates online, so I will fill that in after. And then of course I would go in every day and see what I have to pack, any appointments. So for instance, I would schedule in my nails. I have to do that, as well as maybe touch up my lashes before. So I would put in those appointments there. And in the notes section, I would have little ideas for social media. I just wanted to share with you some ways that you can use your monthly planner. So like I mentioned, you can use this for home, school, personal projects. Another way that you can use it for actually is as a financial planner. So maybe you want to be more mindful about what you're spending. So every time you spend something, you make a note of how much you're spending. And maybe at the end of the month, you can total it up and see exactly where your money is going and what it's going on. You can also use this to track maybe payments like utility bills, installments, or any larger purchases that you may have. And I think that if you are definitely wanting to keep track of your spending, this is a perfect little spending tracker. Next up, you can use this as a student planner. So this is perfect for keeping track of your projects, homework assignments, bigger projects. You can actually have like a deadline, and then on the days leading up to that deadline, you can have all the little steps that you're taking to finish your project and meet that deadline. Perfect for exams as well, because as soon as you open it, you can see exactly what is coming up for the month for school. So you're never late and you know exactly what's going on. It is also perfect for class schedules, timetables, just anything like that. Something else you can use it for is to keep track of appointments. For instance, if you are a small business owner and you have a few clients for the day, you can write down who's coming on what day so you don't double book yourself. You can write down the times that they're coming as well, so you will be prepared. You'll know what's going on. If you are a baker, this is something where you can write down like cake orders that you may have. And if you have like big events coming up where you need to cater for, you can use your planner to keep track of what you have to do every single day. A way that I love using this is as a project planner. So if I have big things coming up, for example, let's just say it's a trip, I will plan every single day what I need to do. So maybe it is booking my maintenance appointments, like my lashes, my nails, getting out my suitcase, doing my laundry, little things like that, so I can be really prepared for my trip. Something else, maybe if you're doing a home renovation project, you might have different deadlines. You might have to go choose tiles, choose hardware for your covers, paint, little things like that. I remember when I was moving, I used this to plan my entire move. I would have like my moving date, and then every day leading up to my move, I would schedule in an area that I needed to pack up, like my kitchen on one day, bathroom, cupboards, closets, things like that. That was really, really helpful in my move. I loved just seeing everything that I needed to do, and of course, checking it off when it gets done. Next up, if you're a content creator, you can use this as a social media planner. You can use this to plan out your entire content for the month. You can see everything, and in the notes column, you can have ideas of what you want to post. And like I mentioned at the beginning of this video, I love using this planner at home for my personal things, appointments, projects, and definitely social media. So I would like plan out my YouTube videos and schedule in what video I want to post when. And that really helps me to keep on track with my YouTube, my Instagram. Those are my only 2 forms of social media, by the way. Don't forget to follow me on Instagram, shameless plug. I also brainstorm little ideas in my notes section for videos that I want to do so that I can stay more consistent. And that is something that I really want to work on, is just my consistency. You can also use this as a workout or fitness planner, so you can schedule in your workouts throughout the month. You can have days where you do your Pilates, keeping track of your 10K steps, maybe even keeping track of your meals, having meal ideas as well. That would be perfect if you're going through a wellness journey and you can see what you're doing every single day and seeing the steps that you're putting in to reach your goals. And of course, you can use this as a personal planner, which is basically like a combination of all of these things. Like I would use this to plan my trips, my social media ideas, events that are coming up, little parties that I want to go to. And then last up, you can use this as a memory keeping planner, so you can write in one line every single day. This can be used as a gratitude journal. So every day you write a few lines about something that you're grateful for. Maybe it is a pregnancy or a baby log and you're keeping up with those kind of things. And you want to write something every day to see how you felt. I actually do love this as a little scrapbooking memento type of planner. I think that would be really cute. If anybody ever does that, definitely let me know, because I would love to see. So those are some ways that you could use a monthly planner. Don't forget, you could also add stickers, embellishments. I actually am going to share with you how I decorate for February, and I have this really cute Valentine's Day sticker sheet. You can also color code. So if you have workouts, you can use like pink. If you have appointments, you can use blue, and I use these pastel highlighters from Amazon that I'm obsessed with. I love them so much. The colors are really easy on your eye, not to mention so pretty. And of course, stickers. I don't even have to get started on stickers. You guys know I'm just obsessed. I am a sticker girly when it comes to my planner. And I feel like if that's why I am such a physical planner girly, because I just love writing with a pen to paper. I love seeing how my writing changes over the years. I love being able to stick things everywhere. So I'm so curious. Let me know what you think. Are you a monthly planner girly? Are you new to planning? If you are, this might be the perfect planner for you. And I will have all the details as well as the link down below, so you can go ahead and check it out if you want to get this planner and try it out for yourself. I'm looking at my February overview right now, and I could not be more excited and inspired to start this month. And I feel like if sometimes you might feel dread when it comes to starting a new month, like you might not feel inspired, and having a monthly planner honestly makes you look forward to things. I hope that you enjoyed this video. Give it a huge thumbs up if you love my planner type of videos. Don't forget to check out my other planner related videos in case you want to see how to use a weekly planner and a daily planner. And don't forget to subscribe so you won't miss a thing. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in my next video. Bye. Mwah.